I am the biggest Modern Family fan. It is,
That's
which
so
I'm
nice.
sure you're used to hearing at this point, but it's appointment television in the Lopez household. Let me ask you, by design, the casting, because I had read that originally the role of that Ed O'Neill plays, Craig T. Nelson, you reached out to first, right?
Well, it was always the two of them in our minds, and we went back and forth a number of times on that. And at the end of the day, it's very little tricky in how it all worked out, but at the end of the day, Ed just felt really right to us. For a while, everyone was like, Al Bundy, Al Bundy, Al Bundy, and now it's kind of interesting to watch people, they're not saying that as much anymore. And for him to make that switch
Yeah.
is a pretty rare thing in television.
Was Sofia Vergara's character? Yeah, is that exactly? Were you looking for like sort of the loud Latina and that accent? Because that accent almost doesn't seem that it's real, but it doesn't almost seem real. What was your thoughts when you first heard it?
Well, you first hear that voice, and it takes you back a little bit. But there was nobody else but Sophia. Let's face it. She was the one from day one that we wrote it. We wrote it with her in mind.
If I may play casting director for a second,
Sure.
allow me to throw my name in the ring when you need to cast a brother. What do you think?
I don't know. Are you loud enough? Can you go? Can you go there?
I can go there.
Apparently
What do
you
you
can go.
and especially in this room with the audience. All right, just throwing it out there, just food for thought. And another great thing about the show, it's been warmly accepted by the gay community. You just received an award from GLAAD.
Yeah.
From GLAAD, congratulations. And you handle that relationship so well between Cameron and again, was that something that you just specifically focused on that you wanted to highlight?
Well, from the very beginning, it was let's tell the story of three families, modern families. So families, we started with a traditional family, the Dunphys, and then it was, how do we show two other kinds of new families that didn't perhaps exist as much in the past? Well, certainly we can't do that without a gay family, a gay couple raising, a child, because we know several people who are going through that right now. And from the very beginning, there had been a lot of, fabulous couples on TV or fabulous gay characters on TV, and we wanted to show a slightly different side, because a lot of our gay friends are not quite so fabulous, they're not quite so stylish, they're a little bit nerdy at times, they're maybe not always in the best shape, and those people you weren't seeing on TV as much. So we just wanted to basically be truthful.
So how much of the personal experiences are taken into account for the storyline?
Yeah, I mean, from the beginning, stories from the pilot were, some of them were taken from my life, and continue to be. But we now have a writing staff of 12 people who are all liberally stealing from their own lives on a regular basis. And one of my favorite things to do, I don't tell them when I'm putting things in, and we always make a habit of watching the show together live. And so we sat down to watch the show recently, and this big scene came on where Haley and Alex were fighting, and I had taken exact wording from it, and I just looked over and I see my kids looking at me.
What's the latest with the status of the contract negotiations with the cast?
It's ongoing. This is just an inevitable part of television. It's a wonderful problem to have, that there's some success, and so people all want to share in that success. I have no doubt that it'll work itself out.